Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video. Cindy Bronson was thrilled. It was the day of her wedding. Afterward, they were at the reception, and he had just left her to go to the bathroom. She was 31 years old and had been sure for a while that she would never get married. Then she met Robert. Their courtship went quickly, and soon they were married. Lorana, her sister, came over to talk to her. He didn't pay much attention to her, so she knew Lorna didn't like him. She was accustomed to being the center of attention. She always worked out and felt great about herself. I can't believe you married that jerk. I'm sure you could have found a real man if you had just waited a little longer. Robert is nice to me, and I love him. He's also not a wimp. Wait a minute. I know he's not a very good man. I married him, not you, so don't worry about it. I'll show him what he really is. Just wait and see. Cindy kept an eye on Lorna as she left. She believed Lorna could say whatever she wanted. She's just envious that no guy would want her and the way she acts. The dinner for the wedding went as well as it could have, and then they went on their honeymoon. When they spent the entire time together, Robert was kind to her. Cindy felt like she was in heaven. She was sad that the holiday was over so quickly. There was still a lot of happiness in the air after they got back home, even though it had been more than 2 months since their wedding. Robert was nice and gentle, and Cindy was glad they met at a Super Bowl party and got along. Before they got married, they had been together for 9 months. Then Lorna called one night and said her VCR wouldn't program. Robert was asked what he knew about them. He told Cindy that he knew a few things about them. He promised to check it out and see if he could run it. Cindy said Lynn might change her mind about him. She told him she had programmed it and that she wanted to talk to him when he got there. I still think you're a jerk. I'm ready to show it right now. Get up. Soon after he stood up, she threw some magical glitter over him. Not knowing what had happened, Robert sat down and looked around. Suddenly, he felt pain in his chest and legs. Things started to grow a little bit feminine. His mind was blank, and the only things that popped in his head were thoughts about girly clothes. Lorna had put all kind of feminine clothes on the bed. He saw the clothes on her bed when she took him into her bedroom. Soon she had on nylons, S-pants, and a lacy garter belt. Then there was the lace slip, and then there was a pink lace dress with frills. That was great for a girl, Lorna told him. Then there were a pair of pink pumps that were 3 inches high. He put it all on, loving it. After that, she made him sit at her mirror. She put on a lot of makeup for him. He got shiny red fake nails stuck on his fingers by her. A long, curly brown wig was the last touch. She was happy with how feminine he looked. Her words were that the bag had 2 more clothes for him to wear. She made him take it. He promised to put them on. After that, she told him she would go home with him to make sure he told Cindy he was a girl and wanted to dress like one from now on. She walked with him into the house after following him home. Cindy was shocked to see him dressed like that. He didn't need to tell her what to say, she told him. She tells me I look like a girl and tells me to dress like one. I want to dress like a girl. I can't believe what you did to him. What were your thoughts? I told you he was an idiot. You can now see for yourself. One more dress was given to him to wear. There's a black one inside, and I think he'll wear it tomorrow night. I'll see you at 5:30 for dinner at Pete's Steakhouse. I'm going to buy something to show you how kind I am. Make sure that he has the right makeup on. After Lorna left, Cindy asked him what went on. He told her he didn't think the VCR was giving her any trouble. I don't know what is going on, but I love being a girl so much. Are you sure you want to dress like a girl? I promised Lorna I would. I will have to show her that I'm not a wimp so she doesn't hold me to that promise. Let's hope that goes quickly. He put on the clothes he had been getting ready for bed the next morning. Because he had 3 days off, he didn't have to work and worked on painting the house. When he told her he was painting in his men's clothes, Cindy told him Lorna wouldn't know. He always did what he said he would do. He was almost done painting the spare bedroom when Cindy got home. He had already painted the living room. She told him that she would get his clothes ready so that they could meet Lorna at the steakhouse. When she opened his dresser drawer, she saw a small purple box inside. When she opened it, she saw a medal inside. She asked what it was as she took it into the extra bedroom. That's it. During the first Gulf War, I was hurt. Anyone who gets hurt gets one of those Purple Hearts. It's not a big deal. Have you got any more medals? Yes, I did get a Silver Star and another award. I want to see them. I need to see them. I never heard that you got any medals. When I'm done here, I'll go get them. This will only take a few minutes to finish. After he was done, he changed. He told her again that he would show her the medals. He got everything and showed her the Silver Star and another award. With 13 tiny stars on it, the other award looked really cool. He told her that he got that one at a dinner at the White House. They must really like you if they invite you to dinner at the White House. On that night, 4 other people got the same award. It was just a chance for the president to take a picture. How did you get that medal? If you really want to know, our company was being attacked and I took 2 guys and hurt another so badly that he will never be able to work again. I didn't really throw myself on a live bomb. He told the commander and he took care of some papers for me to get the medal. Our sergeant had a big mouth. I was only sent back home a few months early because of it. The only good thing about it is that if we ever have kids, they will be given extra help to get into any of the military schools. See, I'm not a wimp at all, but I just love dresses, that's all. After he was done getting dressed, she put the 2 medals and the Silver Star in her bag. They were on their way after she decided to drive. He told her all of a sudden to stop the car as they drove through a rough part of the city. In an instant, he got out of the car and threw a man to the ground. He yelled at her to get the cops. At the corner of 2nd Avenue and Simmons Street, she called to say that her husband needed a police officer. She saw a more mature woman talking to him and was confused about what was going on. Not long after, a police car showed up. The older woman told the officer that the man on the ground had pointed a gun at her and told her to give him all of her money. The man was on the ground when this woman showed up. You stopped a crime with guns? How did you do that? I believe he didn't think a guy in a dress would hurt him. The officer put the man in handcuffs and rubbed the side of his neck to wake him up. The police officer knew the man and said that he was the main suspect in a number of thefts, but that no one would ever speak against him. The old woman told him her name when he asked what their names were. He told the officer to write down "concerned citizen" when asked for Robert's name. A police officer told him that he would get paid to help catch a thief, so he told him it was Robert Bronson. When asked what he was doing in this part of town, he said they were on their way to Pete's Steakhouse. That's when he saw the man with the gun pointing at the woman and stepped in to stop him. The officer told him he was a hero and would tell everyone about him. He only had to show his sister-in-law that he wasn't a wimp, Robert said. When the police officer asked her where she lived, she said they would meet her at the steak place. Cindy told me to wait until Lorna finds out about this. He told her that Lorna wouldn't believe her anyway. He was right, she knew. Once arrived, Lorna said the girl looked nice in the black dress at the steak place. Well, Lorna, we have a story to tell. He stopped an armed robbery on the way here, just so you know. Sure. I bet he's also faster than a bullet. She then laughed. A police officer came up to their table while they were eating. He looked very serious. Big eyes lit up for Lorna. Hey, Robert Bronson? Yes, that's me. I just talked to the shift's captain, and he told the chief about what you did earlier tonight. Based on what you did, the chief agrees that you should be rewarded with $5,000. Besides that, he wants to give you an award for being brave. Cindy had to take this. Then she showed the police officer his medals and asked if the plaque was as nice as these. Wow, a Purple Heart and a Silver Star. Is that a real Medal of Honor from the Congress? Robert said, Yes, it is. That was in the First Gulf War. You're a great hero. Don't say anything until I tell the captain. Could I shake your hand? I've never met a real hero before. After shaking hands, the police officer said, The suspect said all he saw was a blur, and the next thing he remembers is being on the ground asleep. Well, they'll probably need 2 days to get the check ready. After that, a police officer will hand it over. We'll call you when the plaque is ready to be given. They generally show them at meetings of the city council. We'll get in touch. As the officer left, he stopped to talk to the hostess about him and offer to pay for his food. The waitress told him that his meal was on her. "Wait, is this all true?" Lorna asked. "Yes, it is. You see, I'm not a wimp, and I know that magical powder you threw on me didn't do anything. But I pretended it did so I could wear dresses. Even though I'm very tough and can handle any situation, I really do like to wear dresses, and I just pretended to go along with your plan to turn me into a girl because I like it too. Wearing dresses doesn't mean you are weak at all. I can be very strong and masculine while at the same time can wear dressed and be feminine. Nothing wrong with that." Lorna was shocked. "Cindy, please don't let go of him. You'll lose the best thing in your life if you do that. And you know what? I feel so stupid right now for judging based on guesswork and misreading everything. I've never done that before, and my love for you made me forget. It was because I was afraid you weren't doing the right thing that I made up something that didn't exist. I'm sorry, but I don't know about Robert." Robert said, "I forgive you too. Let's talk about something good now, like our wedding anniversary in 3 months. It will happen soon. Should I wear the other dress Lorna gave me?" She smiled and said, "That's a great idea." As the dinner continued, the atmosphere at the table lightened considerably. The shocking truth about Robert's past and love for dresses brought a new level of understanding among them all. The conversation drifted to lighter topics, plans for the future, and the upcoming anniversary. Lorna, still somewhat ashamed but visibly more relaxed, contributed to the planning, suggesting venues and themes for the celebration. She even joked about helping Robert pick out another dress, this time with a genuine smile. After dinner, they walked back to the car. On the drive home, Cindy and Robert talked about the evening's events. He explained how wearing dresses had always been a dream of his, but because of his hard life wasn't always so easy to do. Cindy listened, understanding more about the man she loved. In the weeks that followed, he continued to alternate between his masculine and feminine sides, sometimes donning a dress and makeup, other times in his usual attire. For Cindy, she really loved them, but it definitely needed some getting used to. As their anniversary approached, they decided to have a small gathering at their home. Lorna was instrumental in organizing the event, her way of making up for her earlier misjudgment. She even helped Robert select a beautiful dress for the occasion. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.